Hello, today I'm going to be teaching a little bit about lighting, the basics of lighting, and I have a little set here on the left. As you can see, it's a 3D set, and right here is the finished product of whatever it is that the camera is capturing, right? So right now we have like a medium shot right there, and we have a model, a 3D model, as you can see, and basically one of the first things I like to teach is because I've seen this happening time and time again in especially independent films and Christian films, is that sometimes the headroom over here, the space is not correct. Usually, sometimes I see films they film with a little too much headroom. The space that goes above the head and to the edge of the screen is called headroom. And some people actually maybe they go too close as well, and that's wrong. You basically want to have just a little bit there, happy medium. So let's start with that. That's about framing. Also, the other important part about framing an individual is that if you have a talent or an actor, right? I'm going to show you here a second. Looking that way, looking to the right, the framing should never be centered. Okay, this is the frame. This is what the camera sees. This is what's been recorded on camera. So when the subject is looking towards one side, to the right, or to the left as well, but let's do the right first. You never have them. You never should have them in the middle. It doesn't look right. It's not balanced right because she's looking at something. And basically what we need to do is leave a little more space on this side. So basically what you do is you kind of pan right so you can see her there. See? Ideally, this is good. This is good because the person is looking towards the right. Okay? Now, this is not a close-up as to when people are speaking. This is just a regular medium shot, okay, from the waist up of an individual that just happens to be looking towards some area on the right. So less area in this part of the frame and more space in this area of the frame. Now, if the person is looking the other way, and let's do that now. Let's turn the person the other way. All right, so see, this doesn't look right. And as you can see, the balance is not correct. So what do? We basically grab the camera and we pan left, right, to about there. Okay, maybe give it a little more headroom, let's say. All right, now that's the perfect framing. Again, if individual is looking to the left, you should have space, more space in the area they're looking at. I see in a lot of independent films, sometimes they miss this. It's like a law pretty much, right? When the person is looking that way, you want to have that space, looking the other, leave the other, like I just mentioned. So these are very basic things about framing an individual. So now I'm going to have her face forward, and we're going to talk about basic lighting. See, the lighting you have here is a pretty much basic lighting, very close to perfection, I would say. And all we are using here, if you see, is two soft lights. We have the soft light over here. This is the soft box used in film and video, and in fact, I use this soft boxes to light everything. I've done it for over 15-20 years using this type of light, and the reason I like it is because it's beautiful. The bulb is inside, and it goes right through the fabric, a white fabric, soft white fabric, and it just creates a soft, as you can see, a soft look. Now the lighting that I have set up, of course, is again, if someone is actually, let's move the camera forward. Let me move the camera forward a little bit. And let's just get a little closer to her. And if she's talking to somebody, maybe this is the type of shot that we do. Again, it's not framed properly yet because there's too much space on this side. We should have that space on this side instead. And we're going to do that right now. I'm going to pan. She needs to pan right, and she moves to the left. And that's where you want pretty much, this is a really nice medium shot or closer shot of an individual that's looking and perhaps even talking with someone that is a little further away. If the person is right in front of them and their head is right here, and I want to show that in other videos, I will show how to frame that and how to light it as well. Because there's the more people you have in a set, the more complicated the lighting becomes. You start getting more shadows. The more lights you add, the more complicated it gets. So, but right now, if you can see, I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn off the backlight, which again, now most everybody, I mean, including myself, we're using soft lights, or even for the backlight, because it just gives you a very nice soft light, okay? Of course, you got to be very careful. If you bring the light too close, it could, it could really get really hot right here on their neck. It gets too bright. And also we see the edge of the light coming up, right? So those are the reasons sometimes we put it in the back. Now I see a lot of movies, and I'm going to show you something, that they actually put the backlight in the wrong place. And how do you know if a backlight is set in the right place or the wrong place? Well, you know it by the nose. The nose of an actor, of an individual, okay, is the only thing that sticks out the most. See? Very important to know this. All right? So it sticks out more, the nose. Everything else is in, right? The eyes are in, everybody else is in, but the nose sticks out. Now, why is that important? Because, let me turn her back up. The moment she turns a little bit, see right there, the lighting is perfect still. I mean, still hot in the back here for my taste as a DP. So what I do is I move it back, see, and then it's a little softer. This is a little nicer. See, you have a little bit of the light, but not too harsh. That to be like this. That's too harsh, okay? This actually, the brighter the light, the brighter, for example, in this case, her ear. So her, if you look at this face, your eyes kind of go drawn to the ear instead of her face, and you don't want that. See, as a DP, director of photography, you're selling the face of an actor. You're not selling the ear, unless there's a scene that something happened to her ear and you want to show that, but not in this case. So you definitely want the brightest thing on the actor should really be the front light, the key light. Okay, notice that the key light right now is kind of in front of her, which is nice. Then you have a little dark area over here and some little dark area over here. That's fine. And then you have your backlight. See the edge right here? I'm going to turn it off again so you can see. See how dark it would be if you don't. This is not an interesting shot at all, unless it's a night scene. And but even in a night scene, you want to have a little bit of light in the back. And let me show you that again. And we can actually see. You can actually turn it off here, or I could bring it up. And in a monitor, you look at a monitor and you say, okay, wait, that's too much. See, that's too much light. And now you could bring it down to where you want it, and right there would be cool. And that's nice. Maybe it's a little too hot still. When I say too hot, I mean too bright. And so there you have it. So this is a perfect angle, perfect shot. We're helping the model with lighting to make her look good. So let's now turn her. But what if she was looking this way? Okay, Right here, most people say, oh, she looks great and everything, but in cinematography, you really would like to get a little bit of this off. You don't want to have dark eyes like this, because remember, when you talk to somebody, okay, face to face, everybody, what they do is look at their eyes. The eyes is the most important part of the person when you're talking to them, right? In fact, when people look to the side and you're talking to them, you think, oh, this person is not interested. But if the person is looking towards you, you pay more attention. Okay, you look at them, they look at you, and that's perfect. Now, if the eyes are dark, it takes away um, from her acting, from her looks. Maybe she does something with the eye, and if it's too dark, okay, let me go a little more further down. If it goes too more, see what happens? See, the lighting is not correct. Let's say we're now shooting it from this angle. Let me go back the other way. Now we're talking only lighting here, okay? So now let's say, okay, Norton, so we got this great shot and, nice headroom. We have the space. It's perfect. Well, framing is perfect, but her lighting is not perfect. So this is a lighting that really would not pass inspection to a professional DP. Because again, a DP is trained to know that the eyes are important and you need to see them. You need to see them because acting really happens a lot in the eyes. Is what an actor does with their eyes that really attracts attention or demands attention. So in this case, she may be rolling her eyes. I mean, you may not see it as well. So what do we do in that case? Well, the same thing we did over here. Instead, we just move this light. This light needs to come on the other side, if you can see. See, now we're putting on this side. I'm going to put it right here for now. Let me show you something. And then we go to the backlight right here, and we move the backlight on this side. All right, now let me turn this. Let's see. There we go. There we go. And that's our backlight turns towards her. See? So there we have something nicer. Now I'm going to bring this light a little higher. This light should really be like around there. See the light on her hair? That's like a perfect place. If you go too low, you get just this side, but you don't get the top. You want to get the top as much as possible. So I'm going to bring up the light, and now you can see this area is perfect. You have like almost like a 50-50, 50 dark, 50. And by the way, lighting is all mathematics. Okay, everything is mathematics. You want to have a balance of brightness and darkness, and not necessarily 50-50, but the brightness should always be a little more. You want to have like a 60% or maybe even 75% brightness, and then the other one should be less, 25, 30 on the dark side there. See? So you would think, okay, that's perfect, but this lighting is not really perfect, although it works as we have it now. The only reason it looks perfect or nice is because we have this backlight on. Let me turn it off, and there. Now you could see that, here's, I'll show a little more. See, a lot of the times what happens is you have this nose shadow. Again, remember, the nose is super important for the DP. The nose is what tells you if the lighting, the light that you're using, whether it's a key light or soft light, is correct. Okay, so if you go, for example, too much there, as you can see, that lighting, especially if you use harsh lighting, let me get it a little closer on her. If you can see, bring it down a little, and I'm going to bring it closer. Okay, see, harsh lighting, this is why you don't want to use harsh lighting. This is harsh lighting, see? It's too bright, and the dark areas are too bright. You see, the dark areas, I'm sorry, are too dark. And as you see, look what happens to her nose. Okay, now I'm going to bring it up, and the same thing happens here. Watch this. See that? See that shadow? That's incorrect. That's correct there. When you have shot that, when you're filming from the front is fine. Frontal is always good, but it looks flat. It's not as interesting. A lot of guys on videos and stuff, this is the lighting that they do. They believe that just front lighting is interesting, and it is for most things. But for film, film needs to be a little more interesting. So you want to have a little bit of this kind of lighting, right? Now, in filmmaking, you want to have that little, see that little diamond? See, there's like a little diamond over here of light. Let me show you again. See that diamond? And this is something that you learn in photography as well. You want to have, when you have that diamond look, okay, and this is the side light. We have a side light right now, see? And when you put a side light, because you want to darken this side, the face there is what tells you that the lighting is perfect. Position is perfect for whatever actor you have. Okay, you want to have that. You want to have there. Now, you don't want to go too high. Let me go forward. See, and shoot down, because then you get that shadow. See, this is what you get outside when you're in daylight. This is the harsh shadow that you get from the sun. Sun is brutal. The sun would always shoot down, create those dark shadows. See her neck? Look at her neck. So look at shadow. That's what the sun does. That's why in filmmaking you never shoot with the sun just hitting straight on an actor's face. So I'm kind of teaching something else now. We're not there yet. We're not filming outside, but this teaching kind of gives you a little idea of what happened, and this is why you don't shoot on sunlight. This is the style, the kind of stuff you get. But when you use soft lights in the studio, again, you get your little diamond there. See the shadow? You don't want to see that little shadow there. Okay, as a DP, these are the things that you look for. You want to make sure you don't have that. And then, of course, you also bring this light over here. You turn it on. And this light is a backlight, but also, because it is a soft light, it wraps a little bit around the face. And the idea is that the idea in lighting and cinematography is to make the face round, not flat. Okay? Flat is not good. This is why you put the backlight. In fact, the backlight, I gotta bring it up a little more. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is another thing that you don't want to have. You start getting with the backlight. See the backlight, the nose right here? You start getting a shadow that comes from the hair that hits the person's nose. That's that tells you that the backlight is too over the person. You got to move it back, right? And then move it to the back as much as possible. There. You want to see that diamond, and you want to have that light on her. Bring it up a little more. There we go. So this is ideal for any lighting. Anything you shoot like this, it would just look amazing. Because, well, just like you see now, you see there's this brightness. Let's say this could come from a window, okay? It could come from an open door. And then this side here is a little darker, because the room on this side could be a little darker, and that's fine. That is normal lighting. And then you have this backlight that could be another window in the back that brings a light coming in and hitting it on that side. But see how nice you have the edge? That's what backlight does, especially when it's a soft light. It just gives you the whole body a little soft, and even the hair, a little soft edge. And well, this is the basic stuff I wanted to teach for this first video, and I'm planning to do other videos, so keep in touch, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.